Hey guys, welcome back to another T3 Thursdays Tactical Tip. I'm Bombbuster72. So today, Yoki Maurx is going to talk to us about a couple of different ways to stand when we're holding our handgun. He's going to talk a little bit about the Weaver stance and some differences between that and the Isosceles stance.
Welcome back to Thursday's Tactical Tip. Again, I'm Yoki Maurx with Warrior's Edge Armory. Today we're going to be talking about a very controversial subject. What stance do you hold a gun in? Do you do Weaver? Do you do modified Weaver? Do you do Isosceles? Do you do one-handed point shooting? Do you go gangster style? How is it? What is the proper way to hold a gun and what should work best for you? Now there's a couple of schools of thought on this. The first way is a traditional Weaver stance. Body is off to about a 45-degree angle, gun sight away from your target. You draw your firearm, your dominant hand or arm fully extends, support hand comes in, you push and pull, gaining the stability on the gun. And here you have the Weaver stance. This stance has been used for a long time and it's still very popular. I'm going to tell you what my main issue with this is. And again, this doesn't have to do anything with you. You may love this stance and use it efficiently and effectively. That's good. I'm going to tell you why I do not like this stance. And I was trained in this stance as a police officer. I don't like it because although I make myself smaller to my target, I expose the vital areas. If you take a single round right here, and depending on the angle, you have a high likelihood of that round going in, going through your lung, through your heart, through your other lung, and then out that side. A shot like that, if it happened on the operating room table, there's a very slight likelihood that the surgeons could save you. That being said, let's talk about the Isosceles. I'm going to tell you a few things about the Isosceles that I like. With the Isosceles, I'm facing my attacker, shoulders are squared off. When you have that pointed at your opponent, the gun tends to come online a little more naturally. So I'm pointing through. I can shoot the gun from here, like we talked about last week, in the zipper effect, and I know that I'm pointing at my opponent. Or if I'm in a Weaver, I'm not exactly sure what's happening here. Another issue I have with one of the reasons I chose the Isosceles over the Weaver position is because of shooting with movement. Now we're going to talk a little bit about that. If I'm clearing my house, I'm a traditional Weaver position for shooting, and I'm clearing my house. So I'm walking, I'm looking, and there's my bad guy. Oh no, what just happened though? I've got my wrong foot forward. I have an issue there. What I can do though to fix that is I step back into my Weaver position and punch out. Okay. When I look at the Isosceles position, it doesn't matter where my feet are, where my attacker is, if my left foot is forward or right foot, none of that. Because I'm punched out straight. And now as I walk, I can step to the side. I can move anywhere I need to go. And nothing from the waist up has changed. Doesn't matter where my feet is. I still have a stable platform, whether my left foot is forward, my right foot, whether I'm doing the splits, or I'm standing at attention. My upper body maintains that same position. The body also does this fun thing. It tries to return to its resting state. When you relax from the Weaver position, so I'm going to have the camera be my target, I'm in my Weaver position, I punch out. If I were to just drop my hands and relax, I'm no longer facing my attacker. You relax back to your natural position. Well, this comes in as you shoot, because you're shooting, boom, 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 boom. And as stress, as adrenaline, everything comes back, your body stops trying to twist against itself, and you end up fighting against yourself, trying to stay on target. This also plays a role in what I call the turret effect, kind of like the top of a tank. I'm here in my Weaver. I need to engage targets to my right. I can swing all the way to right about here where I'm all bound up. I need to engage targets to my left. Yep, that's it. I've got this whole area that in order to engage a target there, I'm going to have to move my whole body. With the isosceles, I punch out, I engage all the way through. If you look, although my body is twisted, I would not like to shoot from this position. My upper body has maintained its position. If I need to shoot all the way over to the left. So in the isosceles, you don't have to have your feet side by side. The isosceles is the position of your arms across your chest, down your other arm to that center point. Therefore, you can have left foot forward. You can have right foot forward. You can have your right foot turned out a little bit. It doesn't matter because it's all about your shoulder. Try this at home. Stand, hold an imaginary gun, or an unloaded one, or a training gun. You can do it imaginary. Stand in your isosceles, punch out, and then rotate around. Feel your body. Feel how far you can go before you start feeling your hips and knees start to twerk. Now try the same thing from your Weaver. Punch out here, go right, you're really comfortable. You'll realize from the Weaver position, it's very comfortable out to about here. And if you look at my upper body, what am I at? I'm at an isosceles. The most comfortable position in Weaver when you're rotating is when you get back to the isosceles. Now try going left. You'll find that you have a very short range of motion. So keep in mind, the isosceles has to do with your upper body, not having your feet side by side. You don't have to get a combat squat stance in order to be in the isosceles position. It can just be here, standing up, or any foot at any place.
So be sure to come back next week where Yoki's going to actually talk to us a little bit about AR-15s and using them for home defense, as well as talk about some magazine changes. And don't forget the giveaway we have going on right now. We're giving away a PMag 40-round magazine for AR-15. I'll put a link up here so you guys can check that out. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like and share it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below in the comment section. And you can always subscribe by clicking on the bullet. And until next time, take care and be safe.